Joe Berba recently talked about supporting older generation hardware for the Elder Scrolls Online and what ZOS's plan is going forward. He says it's something they watch as far as the number of players still playing on older hardware and the number of folks moving to newer hardware. We still have quite a few folks on last gen. We have done some things for some of the newer generation while we still support older hardware like add-ons or the PS5 Pro enhancement. We will continue to do that, but I can say we have rolled off support in the past for the OS version of PC and so on. It's a balance, but we are in it for the long haul. And of course, this is a question that has come up a pretty good bit over the years, because at least on the console side, a lot of things are asked of why do we not have this or this, and they'll say it's the older generation consoles holding us back since, the PS5 and the Xbox Series S and X have come out. But now they've kind of changed up how they do things within ESO. Of course, we have, like you said, the add-ons for Xbox Series S and X and the PS5, where you do not have them on the Xbox One or the PS4. You also have the PS5 Pro enhancements for the Elder Scrolls Online. But at the same time, you kind of understand what he's saying. It's a balancing act, because if they have enough players still on the PS4 and the Xbox One, they're having to still support those systems because a good bit of the player base is there. Now, he didn't say what the cutoff is going to be. If it gets down to like 20 or 30%, we're just going to go ahead and go, with the PS5 and the Xbox Series S and the X and the PC, and then start supporting whatever comes out next, because we all know at some point the new Xbox and the new PlayStation 6 will be out probably within the next couple of years. It's kind of the rumor. So overall, I think this is going to be something I'm going to be interested to see how long they decide to support the older generation consoles, because at some point you're going to have to, and they've already discussed this, discuss crossplay even more. They said they already have a team working on this. Kevin, the community director, talked about this a while back on the forums. They have a team that's now dedicated to crossplay. They're still in the early stages of working on it. So it's probably going to be years out before that happens. And we know if this game is really going to last 30 years like they're saying, crossplay is something that's going to eventually be added to the game. It is maybe a while down the road. But adding this, of course, and other things like your add-ons. And if they want to do anything else that, graphical updates, just game improvements overall, where older hardware is going to hold them back. And that's even, kind of can be said for PC as well. Any kind of older hardware holds it back. They're going to kind of just have to drop those versions and move on with what they have that can support these newer updates and these newer ideas that they have. I thought this was an interesting answer from him, because he does kind of answer it loosely, but not really, kind of in true ZOS fashion, not give us the complete answer. But I'm going to be really curious to see what they do going forward with this, because it's going to be something that, of course, is going to be something that, starting over. It's going to be something that they really have to focus on player number wise. You're going to have to really look at the numbers and see there's so many players on Xbox One, so many players on the PS4. Is it worth doing what we want to do now and going forward and leaving them behind, or should we still support these older generation consoles and try to figure out a way to put these updates on newer PC hardware and the PS5 and the Xbox Series S and X or whatever consoles are out next? Or do we just go ahead and do away with it completely and just start focusing on newer hardware? We'll have to wait and see exactly what they do. With all the stuff they're talking about wanting to do, we know how that goes. They may discuss a lot of things that they want to do, and they don't really give us a lot of detail. That way, no one really gets their hopes up. You really don't have an idea of when these things are going to come out. So it could be years before we really see big changes in what they do inside of the game that's going to affect what hardware you're playing on. But overall, I'm kind of curious about this. What do you guys think? Would you like to see them go ahead and leave these older generations behind, considering we're getting closer to newer generations of consoles? And of course, when it comes to PC, newer parts and newer graphics cards and things come out yearly. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. And of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.